What are the benefits of free and open source software? Well, it's free and you can modify its source code. But also, it cannot be taken away from you. Think of any servers or software you rely upon. Maybe a game engine, a graphics editor, a 3D modeling program, a CAD system, or an IDE. Or maybe an operating system. There is often a clause in the license agreement saying that your license can be terminated for various different reasons at their sole discretion. Some of those reasons are out of your control, and the government telling them to stop working with you is just one of them. And in the latter case, they have no obligation to give you money back, especially if it was subscription-based. And while Unreal's license cannot be revoked by Epic, the external forces and circumstances might force the license to be terminated. You might think that you, an American citizen, are safe. But you never truly know, do you? Providing examples would inevitably become political. This is not legal advice. I don't even know which exact law prompts people to make this disclaimer, which is even more indicative that I am not a person who can give legal advice. And with game engines, things get even worse, because you distribute their engine alongside your game. If you don't have an engine license, distributing a game made with that engine is illegal and will get you banned on any storefront. And while they are free, or should I say, non-paid licenses for both Unity and Unreal, they are still licenses, which may be terminated, removed, or denied. Meanwhile, free and open source software cannot be taken away from you, unless your government orders you to stop using it. Godot, Blender, Krita, GIMP, LibreOffice, VS Code and .NET? Even if circumstances would force the core developer of a FOSS project to change the license or to restrict access to certain people, the old versions are still available under the old license. And come to think of it, nobody really owns a FOSS project. Sure, there is usually the core team of developers, and somebody might own the trademark, but technically speaking, their version is just yet another fork. The community has just accepted that their branch is official. So you can't really shut down a FOSS project, you can only make some developers quit working on it, or make them develop a non-FOSS branch. Actually, even this is not always possible. To sail away from the GPL, you have to get permission from every single contributor, or you have to remove their contribution from the project. This is hard to make happen, and even then, you still cannot take away the old versions. So far, it sounds like you should always use free and open source software all the time. I wish that would be the case. While Blender and Krita are genuinely great, GIMP is not as good as Photoshop, and Godot is still years behind Unity and Unreal, and Godot's console support is very iffy. And if you've managed to get your game on consoles, it usually sells there better than on PC. While losing Photoshop means you'll have to use a different program to create new assets going forward, losing access to the game engine means you have to recreate your game on another engine. And you know what? This is the risk I am willing to take. This will age like milk. Unreal Engine is just so good and fast in development, it might be worth it to prototype in Unreal while I can, and if things go south, porting a game might not be that bad once the design is complete.